This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home. Driving home from Bramall Lane, where it finished. Sheffield United 0,
Millwall 1.
At this point, we should just rename Bramall Lane the Den, because we have a fantastic record at an iconic stadium against a very good, well, notoriously very good football club. However, today, don't get me wrong, it was a game of two halves, most definitely. We were fantastic in the first half and then defended really well from goalkeeper to the back four in the second half too. It's hard to say we fully deserved the win, but it was a great away end to be in. And if you get a goal and then hold on to your lead, you get all 3 points, and that's exactly what we did today. We obviously got a lot of likes and comments on the Middlesbrough video, so thank you very much for watching. As I said, we are the Grand Older Duke of York. We go from Norwich being up to Middlesbrough being down, and now we're driving home down the A1 being back up again. So God knows what will happen. Well, we've got Coventry in the Cup on Tuesday night, and considering they just banked 7 past QPR, who knows what we're going to come up against then. But today was all about hard work. It was about attrition. Given what's happened recently with Billy Mitchell available, Aziz was out, Japhet Tanganga has obviously decided that he wants to play for a relegation threatened team rather than a team that looks for promotion, and that's completely up to him. Hopefully we'll make the most of the transfer fee that we get. I'm disappointed that he's leaving. I'm not going to get around it.
Yeah, especially I just don't like the fact that he was trying to act like he was happy that we won.
Yeah,
today he come over to the crowd, he was laughing, he was on our end of the bench, and I feel like Alex Neil brought him over just to make him suffer.
Well, I don't think he brought him over to suffer. I thought he'd probably get a better reaction from our fans than he did. It was very mixed, I must say. Some people, clapped him, and other people didn't clap him. But I'm kind of on the fence, if I'm being completely honest. We've done well out of the deal. We didn't give everything whilst he was playing for Millwall. I thought it's just I'd rather, to be fair, him going to a Premier League team would have meant we got lost less of a transfer fee. So ultimately, it's probably better for us as a club. But we'll obviously see him, whether he can play against us at the Den or whether we put it in the contract. Well, who knows? But like I said, with the players that we had out, Bender in goal, a back four of Ryan Leonard, who played really well at right back again. Yeah. Zach Sturge at left back.
Made excellent. A couple of mistakes.
Yeah, but I thought he was excellent. His one-on-one defending was really good. He kept pushing. Certainly in the second half, he had a right handful to deal with, and I felt like he dealt with it well. And then obviously Crammer and Cooper at centre backs. In front of them, we had Denor and Luongo. I wasn't sure whether Luongo would be able to play all 90 minutes. He certainly got booked in the first half, but he played really well. You could see his experience. Yeah. You had Kundal on the right. On the left, you had Negley, or they might have switched over at certain stages, and then Coburn and Miho up front. And there's not many teams in the Championship that will play with 2 players up front at home, never mind going away, especially at a big team like Sheffield United. And I know they haven't started the season well, and the gaffer would have been on them straight away to say, look, get into them, press high, try and win the ball over, and the crowd will get on their backs. And I felt like the Sheffield United players, certainly in the first half, looked like they were so under pressure. And we made the most of that. We put them, that constant press. Saying that Sheffield United had the first chance at a couple of pot shots from outside the box. The first one was miles wide.
It was straight off of kick-off, and I feel like they
continue on to the A1.
Restart?
No. Yeah, straight wide, and then they had a second one. The second one was another pot shot, and I think that went wide as well. And then we had a couple of chances of our own, a ball across the box. Negley needs to do better, and he puts it straight at the goalkeeper.
It wasn't Negley, it was Kundal.
Was it Kundal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Kundal.
He literally, we were slagging him off in the away end, and then literally straight after, he's got the ball on the edge of the box, and you think, do something, show us why you're playing. And then literally it's basically like he chips it up to the keeper, but I think the keeper was under a bit of pressure, so he, for some reason, tipped it over the bar. And was it from that corner that we scored?
It may well have been from that corner, but it was a corner that we did eventually score from. Although, to be fair, Sheffield United cleared the first ball into the box. the ball then, do you want to talk through it?
I'm not sure who it was, but I think it was either Negli or Casper Denor. Has crossed it into the box. It's got headed up, and then Mihailo Ivanovic has nodded it down. Kundal's taken a really nice touch, to be fair to him, and then slotted it past the keeper. Very similar to the way he did in pre-season. And absolute limbs in the away end.
Yeah, it was a fantastic away to be in today. Very, very vocal. Obviously, the Tanganga thing got even more out of us, but it was a really, really good away to be in. And I think it helped the fact that Bender was in front of us in the second half, because he just fed off of us. The second half was completely different. Don't get me wrong. We had another chance after our first goal. It was all us at that stage. We were controlling the game. Sheffield United weren't in the game at all, and it was a brilliant bit of work by Coburn. He holds the defender off, he drives towards goal, and he hits a deflected shot, and it just goes wide. It looked like at one stage it was going to go in, and I think that we had another chance that went just over the bar as well. We probably should have scored a second goal in the first half. We don't, and then of course in the second half there's going to be a reaction from Sheffield United, and they played some nice football. They've got some good individual players. I don't think they're a very good side. I don't think they're a very good team or play like a very good team. I'm not impressed with the manager at all, but they've got good individual players. So you've got Luke O'Nien, you've got Ben Hamer, players that can...
Ben Hamer? No, it's Gustavo.
Gustavo Hamer. Sorry, I forgot. I was thinking of the fact that he's probably eating a few of the letters. But yeah, he's a big guy, and he's big chunkster, and he was... But they've got a bit of quality. That's the thing, and they created chances with that. The first chance was from the edge of the box. Who was it that got the first chance? I'm not sure which one of their players it was, but he's drilled it down low, and from the basically.
I think it was Hamer again. He's had a couple of shots from outside the box.
I don't know if it was Hamer, but it was from the right side of our box anyway. He's drilled it low to the right side of Bender, and he gets down really well. Parries it past the right side post, and then it felt like it was a bit wave after attack here, and we had to be defensively strong, and then hope that your goalkeeper makes big saves. And through the years we've struggled really, other than Bart, who I can remember recently, we've not had a goalkeeper be as dominant. I know we had Jensen last year at times would pull off saves, and Sarkic obviously, the game I remember Southampton where he's pulled off a couple of fantastic, but I don't really remember having a keeper play as well for us in a game as Bender did today. And the save he makes after that, I think they scored. We had a header off the line from a corner, and it was
straight after. It was straight after
the tip round the post.
Yeah, the tip round the post. It gets crossed in. Bender can do nothing because it goes almost to the back post, about 8 yards out. They header it into the floor, and Mihailo Ivanovic is just there to get his big head on it. And then I'm not sure who it was to clear it out. I think it might have been Negli who just
cleared our lines.
Cleared our lines.
We've done that well today. Actually, we cleared our lines. Only once did Cooper mess about, and we got caught, and we nearly conceded from it. But the next chance was like I said, it was fantastic by Gustavo Hamer. He's on the edge of the box, he curls it, and it looks for all the world.
Yeah, especially the actual angle that we were at.
Yeah, the angle we were at.
We were talking to people around us, and they were like, that was potential for goal of the season for Sheffield United.
It's a brilliant strike. Looks like it's going into the top corner, and somehow Bender gets his big, strong right hand over it and tips it over the bar. It was honestly a stunning save. And saying that, just before that, they had another chance where it was is it 09? Is that O'Hare? Sorry, it's not 09. It's O'Hare. O'Hare on the left side of the box has a shot, and from our angle, because you can't see it properly, it looes like it's going to go in, and it obviously doesn't. Four big chances, and that wasn't the end of it. We had Sheffield United had another great chance that was cleared off the line by was it Cramer?
Yeah, Cramer
cleared it off the line. So we massively rode our luck in the second half, but defensively
they had one more as well from Cooper, messed about with it a little bit.
Yeah, that's the one I was
passed it to Zach Sturge, and Sturge, he had nowhere to go. He should have really just booted the ball, but couldn't do anything. The ball gets stuck in position, caught in possession, sorry. And I think it was Hamer who had the ball, and he was running through. He stopped, passed it back, and to be fair to him, I'm not sure who the player was, but he's released an absolute cannon of a shot, and Bender's thought for the first time in the game he was completely beat, and it strikes the inside, like the most inside of the post.
Very much like Coburn's. Coburn hit the inside of the post and the other post against Middlesbrough. This hits the inside of the post and somehow goes out for a goal kick. The spin on the ball.
I wasn't. Even if when it hit the post, you was thinking it's got to go in, but we couldn't believe it. Yeah, we listen. We rode our luck. Bender's had an absolute man of the match performance. There's no getting around it. We'll both say, you know. Yeah, he even made an amazing save from a foul. Like, it was going over him, and he made like a Gordon Banks-esque claw.
The referee had blown up, but he had, you know, it was whilst it was in the air, so he hadn't known that it was going to be blown up. And it was like I said, it was a really good goalkeeper performance, and sometimes that's enough. You need one magnificent performance to get you over the line. Like I said, we were industrious, we worked hard. We kept two up front for long periods of that second half, which again is testament to the way that we play. We didn't just sit back. It didn't feel like, although there was waves and waves of pressure, they had to build, and that, you know, takes time out of the game. And we weren't really wasting time. We weren't throwing ourselves to the floor. It was only 5 minutes of injury time.
And even when we tried to waste time, oh my God, the referee, literally, Bender took a couple seconds maybe to get a drink, and the referee standing literally over the ball about 20 yards out, just standing over the ball and going to Bender like that, and
let's see if it happens. See if it happens at the Den. I thought Luongo had a really good performance. Any other standout performance? I thought Coburn actually looked better than Miho today.
He just got dragged down so much.
Yeah,
he put himself about really, really well, but he just couldn't do anything.
The ref gave him nothing. The ref gave him not a change from a £5 note. Honestly, he gave him absolutely nothing today. But we've done enough, and you know, it's a massive win. There's no getting around it. Sheffield United fans will be disappointed that they haven't got something out of the game, but you know, they'll be wanting to play better in both halves. The fact that they gave us a half of football meant that, you know, although they were dominant in the second half, they didn't get it over the line. And you know, considering how, you know, their wage bill and how much, you know, following that they get, it was not good. It was not good enough in that first half. And on the flip side, shows what we can do. You know, we can go to teams and really put them under pressure and play some good football at times. We pass the ball around well. We're comfortable with having the ball at our feet. We don't just play long, although that gives us an option, because you've obviously got Coburn and Miho up front. They need to win more balls in the air. I thought Coburn done that better in the second half.
Yeah, but again, he couldn't, because he was getting pushed. He was getting literally once they had him in headlock.
Yeah, but he still held the ball up better. And that's all you can ask for. But obviously, like I said, we've got Coventry in the Cup on Tuesday, and then Wrexham at home,
who have just come out of a draw to Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, well, and it was 2-0 up, weren't they? So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we've got our friend coming back. I'm sure he'll be very, very well welcomed at the Den. But like I said, we've got about, I don't know, this is a short away trip. It's basically like a little trip home from Sheffield United. It's only 3.5 hours, and considering the Championship, that is a small drive. So we've got about, I'd say, 2 hours, maybe 2 hours 45 minutes left. And I am going to enjoy every single second of it, because we are driving home with the 3 points from Bramall Lane. You got anything to add?
A very well needed win.
Yeah, that's, like I said, 6 games at Bramall Lane. We've only lost 1, so it's a decent record against a very good side. So thank you very much for watching the Mill Drive Home. Put your comments in below. Stick a like on the video. Only one way we can end it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yes! Come on!